because you always pose this as I'm helping you, I'm fixing you, I'm getting you past something. So if he could do that in any form or fashion, that's a big kudos to him. And that's why Freddie fell so in line, because Freddie felt like in the first time in a long time. He loved his magical, weird paint thinner hooch. He appreciated him. Like it's a weird thing. Hey everyone, it's another episode of Split Screen.
Split Screen.
I'm Tony.
And I'm Don. Not Tony Orlando at Dog.
No.
And
or Tony.
What was Tony Orlando? Is that a Posey?
Yeah, that means
what's the song?
What is the song? I remember them saying, if he was this kid, wasn't Poison.
Back to life, back to reality. Oh. However you want it. You need it. I don't think that. Oh, that's the same song.
That's right. You really like that song. It's a good song. You should. That song should play.
Well, that was my time. Back when I was actually going to close where women showed up.
Yeah. I love that song.
I would. That's what was played in the.
That's good music
there. And the thing is, everybody did that bounce around dance that they did. The
like Running Man in place one.
Yeah, in living color dance.
Yeah.
Even I was doing that one.
Oh,
yeah. But then I was younger and prettier back then, so it's a good difference.
You can still do it.
What did we watch?
You're still pretty.
What did we watch?
The Master.
From PTA.
From PTA, the Parent Teacher Association. Crazy with this one.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. We're not exactly. We just saw a movie of his, and we're not exactly a fan at the moment. So, and this doesn't do anything to make him endear him to us, does it?
And we will watch Boogie Nights, because I had actually realized I never saw Boogie Nights.
You never saw Boogie? You only man, you were 10.
Wait. And you know? I thought it was later.
You were 12 when Boogie Nights came out.
Okay.
Because you were born in 84, right?
Yeah.
And Boogie Nights came out in, I don't know, late 90s. So pretty sure. Maybe like 98, 99. Yeah. Anyway.
Didn't see it.
Yeah. I can't believe you haven't seen it.
I don't think I did. Yeah. I mean, I might have when I watched it.
There's a Parent Teacher Association collection of Anderson's movies. I can't call him PTA. That is so pretentious.
Did he ask to be called that, or did the weird fans?
I have no idea. The weird fans seem to be making it.
Okay,
I'm just gonna call him Anderson.
Yeah,
because why not?
Or
yeah. So I'm not a big fan of Anderson movies for the most part, and
so far.
So we did The Master, which is another from another actor that needs to retire and go away.
Which one?
Joaquin Phoenix. I'm so tired of seeing. He's been around for decades at this point with the same shtick over and over. Whether it was in what was this? Not Spartacus, but Gladiator.
Oh, where he was Caesar.
Yeah, and then
this character was the Joker.
This movie, and then the Joker, and then there was that one that he did
and he was in Her.
Lars, yeah.
Another broken man dating AI. This is a broken man. He's trying
to do the same character over and over. Because in The Master,
he likes it.
This is the same character as the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Almost
broken
like
man.
Even the appearance.
Mm-hmm.
With his little scoliosis back or whatever it is that's going on. I don't get it. I mean, quirks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you want to give your 3?
Oof.
Or you want to tell them what the movie's about?
I'll tell them what it's about a little bit. What World War II that comes back. A bunch of them are anxious, have PTSD and whatnot. We follow, what is his name?
Joaquin?
Yeah, Joaquin. I'm trying to think of his character's name.
Joe?
No, that's another PTA movie. So anyway,
I don't remember his name.
Freddie Quayle.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So Freddie is having trouble adjusting back to normal life, along with having various other issues, like some sort of mental illness. He's a big alcoholic to the point where he's constantly making hooch with like
Gasoline.
gasoline and paint thinners, and like it's not good. It's
No,
not good.
no.
Um, it starts with a story from or a speech from the general about how if people went through what you went through, they'd be like you. Kind of this whole, fish out of water situation, getting back into life. He ends up being a photographer. He can't seem to keep a job. Oh,
Right.
he's constantly losing
Can't
it.
control his anger.
Yeah, he has a lot of rage.
A lot of rage,
Hmm.
because although we've all known somebody who has too much rage,
Yeah.
too much anger.
Hmm. So that leads him kind of bouncing around from job to job. The one big one he ends up doing like farm work. He brings his little hooch, ends up poisoning some old guy who has some, getting him ran out the farm, and he finds himself as a stowaway on a boat that just so happens to be a boat of a cult guy.
One week.
Yeah, the
They
cause.
weren't fully formed at that point, and he had followers, but not that many.
Yeah.
Played by Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Hmm. It was alluded to as a cult when there's a little spat later between the master and a reporter named Moore about what is he doing, how he's saying that his pretty much past life hypnosis, which I guess at the time probably was very very hippie, kind of like maybe interesting because I've always heard about that, like past lives and stuff. It's not a new concept, so yeah. That's the cult he runs. He says he claims it cures all sorts of stuff. It cures cancer. It heals all this stuff. And Freddy gets caught up. He gets caught into the fantasy. The master seems to like him and value him.
Yeah, I didn't really understand the connection why, the master liked Freddy.
Probably because he was a challenge.
I mean, did he think he could cure him? Because that wasn't really kind of how it started, to put it
I just think he
well.
saw a interesting kind of minion.
It just sort of meanders through the entire thing, I mean, just
Mm.
I I know there's layers and depth. I mean, obviously, like you said, uh, Quill is a broken man.
Mhm.
Freddy is a broken man. Freddy.
Yeah.
Freddy's a broken man, and he was broken before he went into the service. Um, and he's using alcohol in order to deaden himself on the inside because evidently he feels a lot of pain.
Mhm. And let's be
He lives in a fantasy world.
no.
Oh, and actually, animal. He was described as being an animal.
Yeah, beast.
Because that was part of the master's, you know, cult was, to, you know, rise above your animalistic instinct.
Yeah, you're
Even though he was the master, Seymour Hoffman, was an animal himself in it. He was
Yeah,
a drinker, a smoker. Uh, he'd like to have sexy time with
Mhm.
members. So he was definitely probably trying to move beyond his own animal self. Yeah. So maybe he thought if he
If you could tame him, you could tame
ready to do it,
100%. Especially when you're that egotistical and your goal is because you always pose this as I'm helping you, I'm fixing you, I'm getting you past something. So if he could do that in any form or fashion, that's a big kudos to him. And that's why Freddie fell so in line, because Freddie felt like in the first time in a long time. He loved his magical, weird paint thinner hooch. He appreciated him. Like it's a weird thing. Stuff I don't quite wrap my head around because I just think this stuff is so far fetched in my brain in terms of being in that sort of environment. But there's people who do, and that's why they're there, I guess.
Do you think it was like maybe a little bit of love dynamic between the two?
Mm,
Because Freddie became very protective of him,
yeah.
and then the master. I wouldn't say he became protective, but he became endeared to him.
Yeah.
To the point of making him part of his family, an inner circle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what you do in a relationship. It's almost like they had a relationship.
Well, I think if it's a cult, it is a relationship. The leader is probably your father, some sort of important figure that gets all your respect, all your time. You were dedicated to them. So I think there's some overlaps with that. But in terms of, I mean, maybe. I mean, Freddie didn't have anything else going on. That was kind of the thing, right? He had no other prospects, no other lives. All he had was the memory of Doris.
Yeah.
And that's it. So everything else, his whole life became that. And I do think when you're a master in that kind of sense, you want those kind of people who are maybe a little bit more aggressive, maybe more rapid, because everyone else in this family was kind of prim proper, detached out of it, or
Well, they weren't believers.
yeah,
They were there for the money and
yeah,
to have a position. I mean, definitely
yeah,
the master's son. He didn't believe. He even said he was like he's making a set Freddie off.
yeah.
The daughter was a bit of a slut, with her buggy-eyed boyfriend.
And then blamed it on him. And he was actually being good because he's a horn dog. He's trying to get it. And he actually respected
Yeah.
that man's family, which showed how into it he was.
And then Amy Adams, what I don't remember her name in this. She was the wife.
Peggy.
Peggy? Yeah. Her part is she's I don't
She was the wedge to their
feel
relationship.
to leave her. Right. But then she was handling the management of everything and keeping the master in line. And so we could do so. I don't know. I mean, I didn't appreciate her seeing her naked on the chair.
There was a lot of naked women. And at least when she was in the chair, she was kind of like slightly turned, so it wasn't all there. But I mean, I thought that was funny as he's singing. Well, suddenly all these naked women start showing up.
She had that pasty white ginger skin that people have that women have.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I was rather kind of surprised by the amount of full frontal happening in that room. Only for the women because it's part of the cult. Because the men they'll do that, but the women do. So
Yeah.
which is good. I didn't really want to see Joaquin Phoenix naked.
My gosh, that didn't happen.
Oh, Helen?
Yeah.
No, I am tired of it. Anyway, why don't you give me your 3?
Let's see.
Tell me what you loved about
I don't know if there was much I loved. I will say of the cult movies we watched, this might be like the second one I like the most after.
It's because it's well done.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. I feel like no matter what, it's competent, whether you disagree with like it's a well put together thing. And I think this far more well put together than one battle after another. Or I think that is a way worse movie than this one. Not that I feel this one
Is a good movie either.
or had much. I hate these ones that try to say a lot but then say nothing and then offer a resolution that's kind of like, he didn't really get helped. He ended up detaching anyway.
He just went back to his old life.
Yeah, he went back to his old life. So we went through kind of all that for pretty much nothing. And he didn't, and it's not like he broke free. Like, it's not like he bought Squid and he broke free from some realization or getting better. He just is insane and ran off. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, that's a weird one. I just, and it's not a point of the movie, but seeing Joaquin Phoenix do this character, like, for this, I'm tired. I hope he never does any character like this again because it's just so, there's something about this archetype that I just feel is gone. Like, I just don't think it resonates.
Many times, especially from him.
Yeah.
I mean, really, this is the Joker only in this movie. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, the Joker came out after this. So maybe he learned from this. I don't know. But
So here's the thing. So there's a part of it playing. Is the master the actual customer he had?
Yeah.
Okay. I was double checking because there's a second I thought like, oh.
they look similar, but they weren't. I mean, that was just him not able to control his anger.
Okay.
And he needed to let it go. It could have been anybody in that situation. Or they was taking pictures of, but it just happened to be him at that moment.
Yeah.
And he needed to break down and move on.
Okay.
Which might be insane. He could be becoming too comfortable where he's at, so he's got to destroy it. So yeah, move to the next one.
Yeah, sabotage it and run off. Yep, for the next thing.
Very possible.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do 3?
And I think there's one more.
I know this. I won't say this is hard, but it's not like you want to really give it any praise and you don't want to be negative about it because it's not a, I wouldn't say it's a bad movie.
No.
I would say it's a good movie.
Okay. I like their relationship for what it was on the screen. This weird kind of odd couple attempting to take care of each other, caring about each other in their own ways, both being detrimental to each other. Like it's a very cohabitable but toxic sort of connection between them. And so that way, like even when he's getting arrested for first off, do you get arrested for civil warrants when you just need to pay money? I thought that was so weird when the cops came, said we have a warrant for your arrest for a civil thing where it's just taking to court to pay. I thought it was weird. I was like, really? Okay. But when Freddie tries to defend him, which is like instant freak out, like he was like a rabid beast. It's like, oh, you're taking him. I'm gonna fight all these cops and probably get myself killed if everyone's shot. Um and they're both in the jail cell and like Freddie breaks down with his rage and uh what is his name? Lancaster? Yeah, Lancaster gets his name. He's just like letting him rage out and it goes into this whole speech about, you've been caged like this for tons of your past lives. He starts trillions and trillions of years. And, he's like, you made like even that, it made sense. It was a kind of an escalation that made sense just right off the back of Val saying, yeah, everything he says is made up. So now Freddie feels more stupid than he already feels about himself, believing this guy and it's a known liar. His family knows you're a liar. So there was a relationships that pretty decent. All right, you're three.
Um, Anderson, I don't really get why he's so, why everybody loves. I haven't seen old No Country for Old Men or what's the other
That
one?
was the big one. There will be blood.
There Will Be Blood.
So let's see.
Which is one we'll watch those. But watching this along the around the same time we watched one battle after another, I'm just bored. I mean, I really sure there's characters, but I don't see anything more than Joaquin Phoenix in this role. I don't see Freddie, just like Seymour Hoffman. I don't see the master. I see Seymour Hoffman acting again, which is fine. Same with Amy Adams. She didn't bring anything to this role.
No.
She could be great, but I mean, by 2011 or whenever this came out,
Yeah.
I guess not. So I don't know if Anderson's overhyped. I don't know. He's a critic's darling.
No,
That kind of stuff.
love Boogie Nights, right? So wasn't that his big one? Because no one talks about this movie. I don't think I've ever.
Oh no, I didn't even hear of it.
Yeah.
You brought it up.
Yeah, so I feel like Boogie Nights was his darling.
Yeah.
And
So after seeing 2, and I don't remember much of my impressions of Boogie Night, I'm not, I'm not on board the Anderson train. 2, it's well done, but I expected a competent director to be able to put the sets together, to light it correctly, to shoot it correctly, to have actors. So, it's well shot. It really is. I mean, some scenes, the boat is nice, interesting set, the house they were in, and then finally getting a school in England. Those were all well put together, and they flowed. 3, man, I'm gonna say it again. Joaquin Phoenix, just go away. I'm just, I know male actors can last decades compared to female actors. Because look at Jack Nicholson, just been around since the 60s. Just up until recently, relatively recently, like the 2010s. We saw him for 5 decades.
yeah.
I'm tired of seeing the same actors over and over again and again. It's like those, they get these, one actor that's sold a movie and then therefore we have to use them every single time.
Huh.
Give somebody else a chance. I'm tired of seeing people like that. I mean, it's just exhausting. So I guess, that, and I didn't think he did anything with the role. I think he was pretty much Joaquin Phoenix again, and that was it.
Also, I feel like he should stop doing these roles because I feel like they're aging him. There's something about
He's my age. What the heck?
when I look at him.
Younger, I think.
Huh?
He's a little bit younger than me. So why is he looks? I mean, I know he's trying to be the characters because he's the actor.
Yeah.
But no,
Like just the creases in his face when he's like,
he
it's
must
like
be a smoker in real life. Huh?
I don't know. It's like I guess playing constant like characters in dread and like freaking out and off.
I would
Maybe
wonder if
his sluggish faces and like
real life is depressing or something.
I don't know because he channels that energy. I'm just so tired of it.
Yeah, no, retire. All right, so we got those out of the way.
Yeah. Anything else that was?
I have to say, I'm not impressed by anything. This is much like another movie we saw. It was very monotone all the way through. I didn't get engaged with, Seymour Hoffman's character or Joaquin Phoenix character.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't feel any kind of movement forward. It seemed to be just sort of stuck in time and no one really, there wasn't really an arc to anybody's character. I mean, maybe Joaquin Phoenix, because at the end he's having sex with the prostitute and he's asking her the questions he was asked when they were trying to reprogram him to not be an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just a monkey repeating something.
Mhm.
Right? So that's not a change of character. He just learned a few tricks.
Yeah.
And then it ends.
Mhm.
And that was it.
Yep. And on the back of
So,
Yeah.
and I didn't read anything about this movie, so I don't know if this comes from some kind of source material or anything like it. There's also original story.
No, it's supposed to be like it's a fictitious plan, but it's based off of Scientology and Hebert or whoever it is name that you said.
Elron.
Yeah, so it's related to that type of stuff, like pulling from it. So
I guess. Yeah. I mean, they must have purposely stayed away from saying the Scientology. But I don't know. Maybe this is too early in the cult. In these,
this is 2012 when this came out. Yeah.
I'm talking about when the 40s when this took place.
So yeah,
And it's just mostly he just has this family and a few, older women paying him money to have their past wife, come back to them.
Mhm.
Yeah. I guess we both find it mediocre.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And I guess do you recommend it at all?
I don't think I can.
No.
But I would give it like 4.
So you're rating it now?
Yeah, we have some of the rating.
Yeah, we have to say. So we're gonna rate it now.
We are
Not allowed to talk about because we already told what the story's about.
Yeah. 4.
Yeah, I give it a 4 too.
Yeah.
And just because it's completely made.
There's certain things about, for instance, we should have cut out a lot of the other characters. I really do feel like Freddy and the Master were really the main part of it. And if characters were going to be brought in, they needed to be more or do something more. They come in, they kind of lie about Freddy, even though he's being good. They don't really offer nothing. They're all monotone. Peggy's just a downer on everything. Like they don't come in with any real energy to change anything.
You're right. Lack of substance.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Unlike they're not fully realized people.
Yeah.
So are they? They're just props in the movie that revolve around Joaquin Phoenix and Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. Like even Val.
Oh, you're right.
Val is so uninterested, and that's actually makes sense for his character, but he's also so uninterested he's barely in the movie at all.
Yeah.
Clark is there, I don't know why, to do some weird experiments with him now and then and to help him break into that reporter's house or that whoever that guy was to argue with him and they beat him up and he just lies about like it's just I don't know what they're all doing. And then Peggy being like the wife.
Well, they're propping up the story so they can get to the end.
Yeah.
I have to say the only scene that I liked, and we'll give this a positive, was when I didn't understand the beginning of the scene makes no sense where I guess they got a new motorcycle, so they're going to the desert to drive.
Yeah.
And, this strange game, which I'm pretty sure
They don't place and drive to it.
no one ever played that game. Pick a point on the horizon and go as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Would you say that? Yeah. So, Freddy gets on, it's his turn. He gets on there
And drive sound.
and he points in a direction, but it turns out it's not what they thought. His direction was back to Doris.
Yep.
And I liked that. I thought that was a well-written scene where, except of course where, you know, the master, says, I think he's going too fast. I don't think he's coming back. I mean, we really didn't need that, but whatever.
Yeah.
Him dropping off like that, showing up at doors was good closure.
Mhm.
And the fact that he wasn't obsessive about her now. So I guess it shows that he did make some changes. He did have a little bit of an arc
Mhm.
because he gave up Doris finally. Because the entire time he was whining about Doris. I mean,
God.
I'd say whining, but he was always saying that that's the only one. He's always going back to her. Yet he never went back to her until he got on that motorcycle and decided that's where he's going on her rise.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Hmm.
So yeah, no, still 4.
No, I agree. I like that too. It was really that was the turning point of because again, the family's been trying to slander Freddie's loyalty to getting better, to the cause, all that stuff. And that was the defining moment where it kind of just showed kind of overall the unpredictability and kind of what's the word? Explosiveness and reactions that Freddie can have. On a whim, at that moment, he said, I'm leaving. No rhyme or reason, nothing specifically happened. They weren't in a fight. They were on good terms, and then gone, just like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, forward.
All right. I guess we're out of here. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Mhm.
Tell us what you think. If anybody else saw this, because I don't know if anyone saw this outside of
I don't think so.
like movie critics.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was a thief.
Was it really? That's unfortunate.
It seems like straight to video.
It does. It does seem like a streaming kind of like special.
Like maybe on the Oprah channel or something like that. Lifetime movie channel.
I don't know why this would be on there.
You know,
So I fought these two male characters and Peggy doing something.
touch with their feelings, with their past lives.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
No,
Chick stick.
I guess so. That's
Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Where can they also find us?
You'll find us on Patreon.
Patreon.
We'll have a Reels and Instagram soon. We have TikTok and Twitter.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
We're out of here.
Have a good one.
We're going to talk about this. We're going to continue talking about this. So we're going to talk about something else.
That was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh, yeah. I don't know what to talk about. I've been talking for too long today, so I'm out of conversation.
That's it.
Isn't it amazing how that happens?
Well, I think we need to do two things. They can know this too. We should plan all the movies we want to watch.
We're going to plan movies.
That's right. In theater.
Oh,
And-
in a beer.
That's right. So look at,
That might be a lot of responsibility.
well, we'll see if ChatGPT can give us a proper answer that's not wrong about a good list. We'll see. But yeah, find out what we want to watch. And then I also think you should find those trailers and react to those trailers. Here's our predictions, how we'll feel. Can't remember. Did we watch?
We watched some trailers. They're on the hard drive. And I have to take a day or two to edit everything. I got a lot of stuff on the hard drives that need to edit.
Yeah. Yep. But I think those will be good. Just that trailer, our impressions, our feeling maybe if it's a franchise or a sequel. I know we've kind of done every Predator. No, we should do every Predator.
Yes, we should do every Predator.
So that way we'll have all that going up to Badlands.
All right. So we're giving you a little bit of taste of what's coming up. So we're going to do more fresh reviews, new movie reviews.
Yeah.
Even though they all suck. More classics. Yeah. This is horror October.
Cultober, yep. So horror movies, scary movies, thrillers, anything that falls.
Just call it Cultober. Even if it's not a cult.
Mm-hmm.
Video essays.
Yeah.
That's your route.
I've got a feel. I'll be fixing weapons, guys. Prepare yourselves.
Oh yeah.
All you people who like
There's
it.
how do you fix this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got to do Fantastic Four.
Can we fix this movie?
Honestly, probably.
Yeah, I think it'd be very easy to fix.
I think it's easy to fix. I think the problem is that Freddy, his level of brokenness is just so like
Monotonous.
but in like a weird, frantic, crazy way. Like it's just kind of like
It went on forever.
yeah. And then he can't calm down. He's always like raving at the bit.
I've known people like that. I didn't have much of a problem with that because I've known plenty of people that are exact like that. Anything that'll set them off at some point, because there's something wrong
Yeah.
here. I just didn't like it was mopey the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, literally the entire movie's all bleh.
Yeah. Also, I didn't bring it up, but parts of the way they do the assessment or the programming, what is this? Elizabeth? No, the assessments for the new cult members in this one, or part of the cause. There were certain things he was doing. I'm like, can you stop? Like his test of going back and forth and telling you how the wall feels, telling you how the window feels, and then did it again. And every time he's just getting like drastically, he doesn't know what to say at first, and then is really weird answers, and then he thinks it's like the sand woman he did back on the island, so he's like molesting the window. And I'm just like, what's going on? And she's like, look at that eyes, turn green, change them black. And like,
I think it was all just bullshit, though. I think they were all just making it up on the spot.
It's
all went on and on, almost like a car chase in a certain movie that we saw earlier this week, where we get 5 minutes of people driving slowly behind each other.
yeah.
That's actually what it was.
And then reveal, there's a car there. Another 5 minutes. There's another car. There's three of them all going in a line.
And none of them are getting closer.
No,
It's crazy. How does that work out?
until she stops, and then
Do you ever think about starting a cult yourself?
mm,
Could you be a cult leader? Do you have a strong enough voice for it? You got to have a strong voice.
probably.
You can't be all whiny. That's why I wasn't buying Seymour Hoffman. It's got a kind of a whiny nasal talk.
He kind of came off more as the kind of, he looks like he had status, and so he kind of, that was more of his power. Like, I have money, and he was stealing it, which is kind of what they were learning.
He's pretend to be an intellectual.
Yeah. So I think that's what got him, and he can have these little debates, and I can't. When he was debating that guy, I hate debates.
Have you ever been part of a cult?
No.
Close?
No. Got too strong of a sense of self for that.
All right. Well, we're out of here. Yeah. So good luck on staying out of cults.
I'll try to read.
So you gotta snap. See, this is my cult.
Movie time here on Split Screen. Split Screen.